In the beginning, there was darkness. The kind of darkness that breathes thick, eternal, and waiting. Before the first dawn touched the edge of the world, before a single creature had yet stirred, the heavens were silent and still. But across the vast lands of Africa, the ancient storytellers remembered. They carried in their words the birth of the light, the awakening of the sky, and the eternal dance between the sun and the moon. Their voices have echoed through time, through deserts and forests, through drums and wind, carrying the memory of creation itself. These are their stories of fire and shadow, of gods and mortals, of the balance that holds the world together. The world's oldest memory may belong to the Sand people of southern Africa, wanderers of the Kalahari, who have walked the earth since time's first breath. Their story begins not with a god, but with a child, and with curiosity. Long ago, the earth was cold and dim. The sky hung low and heavy. No warmth caressed the grass. No day followed night. All living beings, humans, animals, and spirits walked together in a twilight world. They could speak with one another. They shared food in caves. There was no boundary between man and beast, for the light that divides had not yet been born. Among them was a young girl. Her eyes were bright with wonder, her heart restless beneath the stillness. One morning, as she wandered the open plain, she came upon a nest belonging to the great ostrich, a sacred bird among the sand. Within the nest lay eggs so large and perfect that they seemed to contain life itself. Their shells gleamed faintly, catching the faintest shimmer of the sky. The girl, not knowing the power she held, reached for one of the eggs. She cracked it open, and at once from its golden heart burst a flame so pure that the heavens ignited. Fire leapt into the air, racing across the darkness, and settled high above as a blazing sphere. The first sunrise spilled across the land, and the people gasped as warmth touched their faces for the very first time. The world rejoiced. The trees began to bloom, the animals danced, rivers sparkled with reflections never seen before. But the ostrich, whose egg had birthed this fire, felt great sorrow. For in that moment, a secret of the earth had been taken without permission. The ostrich spread its mighty wings and fled into the wilderness, never again to trust humankind. And so, say the sand, the light of the sun is both a gift and a warning that curiosity gives life, but also brings loss. Every sunrise carries within it the echo of that broken egg, reminding humankind that creation always asks a price. When the night returned, the people wept, thinking the light had died. But from the darkness rose another glow, cool, silver, and gentle. It was the moon, they say, once a man who wished to comfort the living. He took his place among the stars to remind them that no light, once born, ever truly dies. When he fades away, he is only resting, gathering his strength to shine again. In the sand belief, the moon is the eternal messenger between worlds, between life and death, between the seen and the unseen. Thus, even in darkness, they find light. In loss, they find renewal. It is a lesson as old as time, the balance of all things, forever turning. Far to the west, where the land grows lush and green, the people of the Yoruba tell a different story. They live beneath skies of thunder, under the watchful gaze of gods, known as the Orisha divine beings who carry out the will of the supreme creator, Olodumare. In the beginning, they say, the heavens and the earth were one, a single realm of spirit and matter. But Olodumare desired order, and from the vastness of the void came two radiant beings, twins of unimaginable power. One blazed like the sun, the other glowed like the moon. They were the first children of light, bound by purpose, destined to rule the day and the night. Olodumare gave the sun the charge of life. Shine with all your strength, the creator said, for you shall bring warmth, energy, and growth to my world. And to the moon, he whispered, glow with patience, for you shall guide the lost, bring calm to the tides, and light the way for those who dream. The sun, proud and fierce, took to his duty with passion. His fire burned high, and the earth beneath him flourished. But his pride grew, for he believed his light alone was the source of creation. The moon, gentle and reflective, watched in silence, content to wait for her time. The sun finally rested, the moon rose, bathing the land in silver light. The rivers shimmered, the trees whispered softly, and the world exhaled. In her quiet reign, the moon became beloved by those who sought peace, the hunters who walked by night, the mothers who sang their children to sleep, the lovers who met beneath her glow. When the sun saw how she was adored, he burned with jealousy, scorching the earth in anger. The balance of the world began to tremble. Olodumare, seeing their strife, summoned them both and spoke, you are two halves of one whole. Neither can live without the other. The sun gives life, but the moon gives meaning to that life. The day brings labor, the night brings rest. The world is harmony, not conquest. And so, from that moment, the sun and the moon were bound to take turns in the sky, each ruling in their appointed time. Yet, on rare occasions, when both appear together, the Yoruba say it is the twins meeting once more to remember that love and rivalry, light and shadow, are eternal companions. In their dance across the heavens, the Yoruba saw the reflection of human life, a rhythm of passion and patience, action and stillness, pride and humility. Still farther north, high upon the sandstone cliffs of Mali, lives another story, one so intricate, so cosmic in scope, that even the stars seem to listen when it is told. It is the story of the Dogon people, whose knowledge of the heavens has long astonished the world. For the Dogon, creation did not begin with fire or with light, but with silence. Before all things was Amma, the great creator, dwelling in infinite stillness. In the beginning, Amma was a thought, pure, vast, and complete. Yet, within that thought-stirred desire, the wish to create. From this silence, Amma formed the cosmic egg, the seed of existence. Within it was everything: the stars, the planets, the forces of order and chaos, male and female, light and dark. The egg spun in the void, glowing with potential. Then Amma cracked it open, and twin beings were born, the Nommo, spiritual entities of water and life. Together they sang the universe into being, their voices shaping the stars, their breath scattering light across the heavens. But not all was harmony. One of the twins grew impatient. He broke from the rhythm, rushing to create his own world before his time. His rebellion shattered the perfection of Amma's plan, and chaos entered the universe. To restore balance, Amma placed the sun in the sky as the eternal fire of order, and the moon as its mirror, a reminder of the lost twin, always chasing, never catching, reflecting, but never burning. To the Dogon, the sun and moon are not mere lights, but symbols of cosmic truth. The sun represents perfection, the divine pulse of creation. The moon embodies imperfection, the beauty of all that is unfinished, yearning, human. Together they weave the fabric of existence, one blazing, one gentle, both necessary. Even today, Dogon elders trace the stars with their hands. Speaking of Sirius and its invisible companion star, describing movements and cycles known to modern astronomy only through telescopes. How they came to this knowledge is a mystery, but perhaps it is not knowledge at all, only memory, whispered down from the moment the cosmic egg first cracked open. Across these lands, from the dry breath of the Kalahari to the thunder-soaked forests of Yoruba country to the wind-carved cliffs of Mali, three stories burn with a single truth: creation is balance. The sun and the moon, though born of different origins, are bound by destiny. One gives light, the other gives rest. One creates, the other restores. Together they teach that power without humility leads to ruin, and that silence too has its own kind of strength. The sand remind us that curiosity brings both wonder and consequence. The Yoruba teach that pride and peace must share the same sky. The Dogon show that perfection and imperfection are the two wings of the same bird. Each tale, though born in different tongues, reflects the same yearning to understand our place between light and darkness. And in every version, humanity stands as both witness and participant in creation's unfolding. We are not separate from the sun and moon, we are their reflection on earth, fragile beings of light and shadow, forever reaching for balance. As the modern world races beneath artificial suns, as cities burn bright long after dusk, we might forget what our ancestors knew, that darkness is not the enemy of light, but its twin. The night is not absence, but preparation. The moon is not lesser, but different. The old African stories do not tell of conquest between day and night, they tell of relationship. The sun and the moon do not fight, they converse. Each gives way so the other may shine. Each depends on the other to define its own brilliance. Perhaps that is the deepest lesson hidden in these ancient words, that all creation is dialogue.